Me fumble them. Good morning to everybody. Me fumble them this morning, today the 18th of June 2023. We morning show today. We get another big alejo where they can talk to we, more especially to the public about imposition and how you think about the upcoming election. We'll get a series of questions the way we get for ask them. Well, as you all know, me and yours truly, Mr. Tubaku Mexiga, the CEO for Tubaku Broadcasting Service. And this morning, as I say, we morning show, we get another big alejo. And we go continue for giving our updates. We go continue for updating about things and where they happen in the country. So far, without wasting on our time, let we hear it from the master in CSF. Whether na in, then when I go can know whether we host this morning now we studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Alan.
Do ya tell people whether na you and what you there for this morning? Just in brief.
Well, me na Raymond Bamidala Thompson. Most people know me for Bamidala Thompson. And me have been the former national chairman of Pmdc. National chairman and founding member of Pmdc.
Wow.
In fact, now me and another Kisi person, Dauda Tombo Bangu, and we take the papers, go file for Pmdc for become a political party. That's an NAB Roxy building. The PPRC office been there. And so when I say founding member, I mean a founding member. We go file the papers for make Pmdc become a party.
Well, my family, when I don't know the big alejo where we get today now with studio, and as soon as I get in background, this talk here, not so easy talk for me talk, but I go try for give una all the best where una want. Well, this morning, Mr. Bamidala Thompson, we know say the election just there around the corner. And a lot of rumors they go on at the social media, all around the place, fake news, propaganda. But we believe in uprightness. We believe for make sure say we people then get the appropriate informations. So now that make we always want for be sure say we get the right people then for talk to, and so then we will give it and take. First, make we start with this one. Now, true say they don't postpone the election because now if you go on social media, so news say they don't postpone the election. Now foreign body then they can't take over the election. Now true?
Well, Alan, that is so laughable. I mean, anybody will know about election and we total independence and sovereignty. No, even the dream say now people therefore can conduct the election. The election is going to hold on June 24th. Make nobody not fool anybody. Nothing disturb that election day. Maybe then they think about some bogus lawsuits where APC and Pmdc bring, where they question the eligibility.
No, well, we get for Kamianda.
Okay.
We get for Kamianda. I mean, just want to know whether not true or not too true.
Not too true. Make nobody not believe that this country don't spend too much money on this election.
And when me say get for understanding, not to the country don't spend money. Oh. I think they even the international community, all the observers then in the country now. So if they postpone this election, it will go down well with the international community.
There you go. Exactly. So these people, them, the international observers, they all day in town. The domestic observers, they all geared up for observe this election. So I don't even know. This, I will tell you, where APC not ready for this election. All kind T9 they do for try for postpone.
But waiting now the changes.
Hold on. Now, then they even try for suppress the votes. In other words, then they feel say if not people they not go vote, plenty people they not go vote, they can still win. Now all them tactics they were so pure boys.
But
Nine and it's guy for
but
booking it.
but Mr. Bamidele Thompson, now APC been the call for this election. Then say they not they postpone am before. Remember, the APC said this election, then go vote smart. But waiting bring the changes come quick now where APC say then for postpone this election.
Well, now because one they're not prepared. See, let's start like when you take exam. Okay, the date for the exam they don't set up. You know, say for instance you go take WAS. You know, say 1 year from now the exam they be, but you begin the play. So when the date don't come close, you say, now so this date don't close. I wish they can postpone this exam. Now the same thing, APC not prepare, so they want this election for be postponed.
I like you feedback say APC not prepare, but is it that another school of thought now the social media don't they listen to people them? They say because the APC unbug their own party because they kept themselves go na court and come back. All man do lawsuit against themselves, they fight themselves. Is it that because of their infighting now that's make then they not get them? Because they say even 2 days, then get 2 days and they win the election. But why now?
Well, of course, talk is cheap. Panadol is waiting like he says to a penny or whatever. You can say what you say waiting they in actuality are two different things. Okay? Now so them they say we prepared. Of course, when una not united, una they take una self to court, in and out of court, definitely.
So that might serve as a factor.
Una not focus per an election. Una get that infighting.
So that might serve as a factor.
Of course, it's a major factor. You know, see how late they go convention self. You know, prepared. SLPP went to convention way ahead of time. You understand?
Yeah.
So they don't, of course, they don't know who that flag bearer will be.
All right.
But they also were prepared for the election. So APC not get nobody for blame for themselves.
Well, me fumble them. Now, Mr. Raymond Bamidala Thompson then our studio this morning. And let me say do a quick citation of Raymond Bamidala Thompson. Now, Manuel, now one of the foundation and member of the Pmdc. He was the national chairman until where he resigned. And I mean, they represent Pmdc now almost all of the meetings and all political party association, how you call the other one? PPLC. So he's well knowledgeable about the PMDC and even the political system na salon. But now, as we talk, I don't know Usai Uncle Bamidele Day, but probably na APC don't declare for, or it don't go NGC, or it don't go REFP. But let we hear it from INSESF because I get to understand say it don't declare, and that now one of the things anyway will bring and can this morning in our studio for make give an update about in present position also a day.
Well, me believe in say just like in USA, just like in Britain, only two political parties viable or the strong party then at salon. That is SLPP and APC. Me don't look the landscape, and I believe say when you compare the SLPP and APC, they are poles apart. There is no way me will join APC. Especially after that commission of inquiry we exposed them, say they all go into the country in money and tiffer. Okay? This not to me say the commission of inquiry consists of independent judges, 2 from Nigeria, 1 from Salon, Bankole Thompson, Justice Bankole Thompson, God bless his soul, he don't pass away. These are 3 solid judges, independent judges. We find them people here now, APC guilty. It was not just one or two of them. It went through all the big man in our APC and all the one that we've been work for them for 11 years. So there is no way me, as a patriotic citizen, now me them they call the voice of the voiceless. That time they do a program during the war. Okay, I signed off as the voice of the voiceless. Okay, the indefatigable patriot and democrat representing the voice of the voiceless. So there's no way me go look APC after that kind of exposure. I go join them. So I'm now a chief patron in the SLPP, sir.
Thank you very much. When we found out another area from the man himself, is now a chief patron of the Sierra Leone People's Party. And as we all know, a lot of people, they don't declare for the Sierra Leone People's Party. But Mr. Raymond Bamidala Thompson is a legally minded person. When we are recently say don't declare, I say, well, this is not serious business. And now, because of a legal background, we get a series of legal questions that we'll go and ask him this morning. Yes, Mr. Bamidala Thompson, we already say the Pmdc and the APC don't do a lawsuit for the Chief Electoral Commission for resign, and that now Mohamed Kone. How you receive such a statement, such a news? Was it something that touched you, or you worried about such an action of the Pmdc and the APC? Are you worried as a member of the Sierra Leone People's Party now?
Not at all. I mean, it's such an ignorant, I would say, misinterpretation of the Constitution. Okay? Then they say Mohamed Kone before don't resign in position where they get money from the consolidated fund 1 year before they appoint him as electoral commissioner. That is so, I mean, I'm surprised that Charles Magai is my friend, that he will go so low for join APC for that kind of nonsense. That section of the Constitution deals with people running for office. If you want to run as councillor, if you want to run as president, if you want to run as parliamentarian, then you for don't resign, you know. Even Charles Magai, during that interview, he say, well, that law didn't know right, but not the law. So we don't know how he go turn back, he go join, he go file suit, see Mohamed Kone, when not they run for office, could not be appointed as electoral commissioner. I write na social media say, when that suit they reach the Supreme Court, they will toss it out of the window immediately. And then party they might get for pay costs, court costs, for wasting the time of the court, and also for the lawyer that will get for go represent Mohamed Kone. I mean, it makes no sense. But
I not say wait till they talk. There must have been some precedents, or there must have been similar cases where not happened in the past. You can able give me an example of them kind of cases and where somebody was appointed from an office to another office?
Of course.
I don't know. Fitzgerald Kamara was anti-corruption commissioner, but he was later appointed as Minister of Justice and Attorney General. That case kind of situation is similar to Mohamed Kone?
Well, yeah, in a way, because JFK been get money from the consolidated fund as ACC commissioner. He now resigned 1 year before they appoint him as minister. Even within APC, I mean, they are not a serious party. Now they may appoint Mfa Ali as the
Chief Electoral Commissioner. Yeah.
Mfa Ali had worked for NEC at that time.
Yes.
For several years. When he resigned, or he resigned from that job for 1 year before APC under an Esbagoma appoint him. as Chief Electoral Commissioner. So now make I say when the matter reach before the Supreme Court, they only take 2 seconds for toss her out. Okay, so that's the state of this. Something like that nonsense they made and they talk say the election they postponed. The
Well, in the
election,
same line again, thank you very much for your clarification on this lawsuit where PMDC and the APC don't take to the Supreme Court. But also, several other issues and they come up where get for do with some legality. Um, uh, we they get several conflicting information, say Chief Electoral Commissioner Mohamed Kone and all of him commissioners then for resign if they not provide them the data and regard the ID card. They say the international community also don't ask the electoral commissioner otherwise. But me, I not see that details from the international community. But I don't know if you go throw light on that. You and a man were so experienced and know about the political setup in the country.
that data they don't give APC law launch. Okay, around the 8th of June, then we don't get that data. Then let's defend all kind of excuse. It is like when you not prepare for something. All kind of excuse now you give. They don't give any data. In fact, what happened? Myself, now I hear with me, oh yes, now I heard you. The original data what I'm making, since APC then the other body picture they within her ID card, they not been get colored pictures there.
The black and white, yeah.
Yes. So they will ask them now Richard Conte them again. So they ask for withdrawal so that they go give them one way, then go satisfy with we now get colored pictures. Okay? This thing about this ID card. Let me just say this. After Saturday, June 24th, the ID card is useless. They don't make them for the specific purpose for the ID card here. Now for vote. When BO go down beat Samoa like a drum on Saturday, no runoff, maybe predict that. Then carrier don't mean nothing. Why the ID card then can mean something after the general election? And because by election then can now PR system the country go on. So in other words, after parties they don't waiting a list. After that, if anybody from a particular party wey dey in a parliament either resign or unfortunately die, then they move the next person up within the list. Similarly with local council.
Okay.
So
Let's take you back to the voter ID.
mm-hmm.
In America, you and American man.
No, I'm not American.
Why I say you and American man, you don't take some time in America, you don't spend time in America, right? You experience about the political system in America. And now voter ID when I get on a sleep.
Now just a sleep.
Fantastic. London, because Mrs. said don't cross check now. London few days ago, now sleep then self get.
Yes.
And Salon we said for now sleep we been get. 1996 now sleep me use for vote. So waiting bring about the voter ID. I am sure because Salon no been get vote a national ID card. But now I get to understand, say I talk with somebody regard the same thing, and they tell me say Salon don't begin produce vote national ID and me don't get me on. 145,000 leons. But me no say it go drop down because the dollar don't they go down. As the dollar they go down, so the cost of the national ID go down. But do we still need voter ID for transaction? I don't think so. If you get your national ID, you can still use them for going to bank and do some transaction. Is that it? Because I feel say we spend a lot of money on this voter ID, we not need them again. If all Sierra Leoneans then where don't reach the age for vote, they don't get the national ID. I don't think say we need because that national identification number, now one of the number where you get for the use, any side they go. So I sure say you will be in the system. So time for each for vote, now steep no more than get for you and get the code on them for proceed now you know the person. Is that it? I don't even know the same knowledge you get where somebody explained to me.
Very much so. And one, like you say, the voter ID not to forgo begin use as national ID. Okay? And the reason is, first term, yes, you can use voter ID because it's still valid after the election. But this thing not going to be valid after the election
Because we don't get national ID card now.
because we don't get national ID card, and also there is not going to be any by elections
Because
okay?
of PR system.
Right, and like you say, in advanced democracies and international best practice, they not to begin go waste money every year or any election they come for go print ID card. Me go like the system where now update the register.
Yes. Yeah.
In America, nobody no go team up na line for register for vote. Okay, when you 18,
The system they notice.
the system they notice, or since we not get that kind advanced system yet, when somebody 18, if we go na the election, the nearest ECSL office and go say, look, I don't 18, they add na the register. It go to save so much money.
Yes.
I would like for make by the next election, then don't.
And not even ECSL, or get NCRA. NCRA, when are then responsible for capture all the civil data in the country. We born today, then we'll know because now they're under NCRA now, we get bat and debt. So they work collectively. A lot of arrangement they go on right now, even you go to NRA now, you want to do some transaction, then they share data. The NCRA, they share data now with NRA. The NCRA, they share data now with several other institutions, which is very good. And I feel say if we get a centralized system like that, somebody died, then they know by default. If you're 18, then they notify you through text message saying you're not 18 now, you qualify for vote. These are all systems were very simple for use. I am sure we go reach there before 2028.
Okay.
Even if I go take my national ID card, not from my phone. I didn't send me a message saying my ID card already. I go pick them up.
Okay, very good.
So all the systems and they in place. So like me, waiting me been there against and this voter ID time in time out time. It's waste of resources. You don't think so?
Very much so.
All right.
Because you spend so much money, you get for go print the card and all that. It's all not necessary. Somebody for trust the system. See, people that don't trust the system, so then that way the talk say they can capture the data from
NCRA.
People that feel say it go open to fraud and all that. So make ECSL continue for manage the register.
The register,
okay?
yeah.
Now make I say the owners go now be on somebody we don't turn 18.
18.
For go now ECSL
with in birth certificate.
Right.
For proof
and show say I don't 18 local, I don't 18.
Straight away.
Add me na the register.
Na the register. Yeah.
It is a continuous process.
Yes.
That
the citizen get a responsibility
exactly
for make sure say you go na the nearest ECSL office.
Instead of you get for good team up na line.
So at least government go get less burden. Each time I say go do voter registration. No, now
it costs a lot of money.
So now you can take the responsibility now because it's not about the rights. Because one thing when we understand about Salon, people fight for their rights, but they forget that they have a responsibility as well and duties. So I'm sure people now will get the response. We hope say the authorities then they listen to we and then we'll take this into consideration and see how probably the next election how we go do them. Because I know if you say government go for pay a lot of resources again, get people then for go do registration, all that thing, and it's about cutting cost.
Oh, okay. What you go say? They're not for wait till the next election.
Because after this election, an ongoing process. Yeah.
After this election, let them look into it. People that will not be able to register this time.
Yeah.
People that we don't turn 18. Make them pass a law in parliament. We go allow them people there for go added to so now.
So there will be a desk.
Yeah,
there will be a desk, a data desk now. All of the ECSL offices for then new coming people, new registrar people. So at least
so then get a window starting from after this election. People then begin. If then parliament now one of the first thing that them for pass, people then begin go to their offices then they and get added to the register. That way the government don't
It
get for
reduce
beginning.
the burden and cost on government.
Exactly. Government now begin for things say, we get for set registration period as long as you don't turn 18.
Well, me
and you will be 18 before the next election.
Thank you very much. Well, me Fambulen, this now we morning show this Tubaku broadcasting service. And this morning, we get Raymond Bamidala Thompson in our studio this morning for remote on the upcoming election and several other issues we surround the election, the challenges and the rumors the world gets all around the place. We call on this morning in our studio for can clarify and throw light on some of the issues then, yeah. So, Mr. Bamidala Thompson, another issue there around the place. People then they make a lot of comment on the Muslim they were don't go Mecca because then go last yesterday, and the election now Saturday, so they will not be here. Waiting bring about the idea of for make them vote before the other people. Then is it a good idea?
Well, of course,
because as he said, the opposition then the social media and several other places then they frown at such an action, and we get to understand say this was something that was passed in parliament. Why now the opposition they frown at them? Because if they're in a parliament, the opposition being a representation of parliament. Why are they frowning at such an action this now?
Well, as always, when you feel for when you feel for plan, you plan for fail. That's why always APC na the normal you oppose things dealing with this election. But like you say, it was passed in parliament for give people that will want go Hajj an opportunity for exercise their franchise.
Mm-hmm.
You want for make as many people get the opportunity for vote as possible. So since unfortunately the period for Hajj fall within this election process, in its wisdom, ECSL approached Parliament and said, look, there are people who would be going to Hajj. We want for make una pass a bill where go allow them to have for vote prior to leaving for Hajj. Just like you say, APC is in Parliament now, then get the largest after SLPP now, then get minority. The largest member in Parliament. So they say, look, let's pass this law.
Mm-hmm.
We will allow them people here. And that is what happened. Some people in the who's kind waiting ballot paper they use. The ballot paper they will use now ballot paper then print out now. Now specifically for this purpose. Okay? Once them people don't vote, then seal them votes here. Okay, which is a very insignificant number. I doubt if it reach 500.
At 250.
Okay, good.
Around that.
So,
yeah.
This is not going to even affect the results, okay? But these ballot papers were printed, yeah. In fact, long before now, on social media, we don't see sample ballots.
Yeah.
So this is what they're going to use. When they open them ballots, yeah, all party agents will be around. You know, will begin confuse the ballots the way they print in South Africa with the ballots the way they print here. It's not possible, okay? You party agents, then go see either they go count them ballots, then votes there before they begin counting main votes them, or then go do it after they don't count. But there would be no confusion.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bamidala Thompson. Quick one. You now member of the Sierra Leone People's Party now, and we know say you na Fritonian, and not only Fritonian, but you na Creole. And we see the mayorship na Freeton down there in the hands of the Creole for the longest time. And no, one or two possible ever fortunate for become a mayor na Freeton. Then na Sheki and Uda again. Is it Akibo? Akibo was saying
No, Akibo
Creole.
na Creole.
So now I think Shaka Stevie no more be not fortunate for becoming mayor.
Yeah, then can you confuse that man will come out for me.
Oh,
He na Creole too.
all right. So let we say Shekin and I been the only fortunate person when not to Creole when I been mayor na Freetown. But how you look at the mayorship na Freetown between Gentoo and that of Akisoya? Because don't they follow up na social media for the longest time? Some people then they say, no, Utaya, the English, Utaya. So several things, a lot of things. People then they raise a lot of issues that Freetown not changes na the same position. Is that true? Or you go want to make somebody like Gentoo take the mayorship from the Creoles?
Well,
Or because let we say there is no law where they tell we say na Creole for be mayor. There is no law. The mayorship is open up to both Timni, Limba, Loko, whatsoever. But because of cultural understanding, people they may not they say, okay, na Creole, na Creole, na Creole. But this time round, somebody who is not a Creole decide to challenge the Creole and say, no, we still get the right for going for the mayorship. Now, if you take a look at the competition between Akisoya and Gentoo, as she say, there is a high competition. So how you look at this competition here between Gentoo and Akisoya? You young candidates na Gentoo. The APC then candidates na Akisoya. How you look at this situation?
no match. Gentoo wins hands down. Landslide victory for Gentoo. Me na Creole, I dey support Gentoo. Not
Thank you.
The only thing within this country we go by tribe na the paramount chiefs. Okay, there is no law written anywhere for run for any office that you for be a certain tribe.
Okay, one second. If you get your brother or your family, let's just say a close blood family, you get a position not perform, you go continue for get a position?
Of course not.
I think it happened in the days of Carifa Smart and Joko Smart. Similar situation, somebody explained something to me. Where Carifa been refused Joko some positions because Joko was not qualified by then. I think that kind of situations they come on and off. But somebody not for say no, I vote for you because you're not my brother, even though you're not the deliver or you're not the perform.
Well, in the case of Akisoya, definitely him look like him be more concerned for getting international accolades
than the local.
Yeah. So apart from the time where Akisoya can St. Patrick's Church where he can campaign, me not ever see or hear and say he can at this East End Nakisi. Okay? It's not the tribe we get for look at. Now,
Oda they deliver or perform.
Yes.
Service delivery.
Exactly.
Why wait till me they ask again? Have you ever seen a public toilet within the center of Freetown?
Of course not.
That na me on concern with all of the mayors that what they get.
All
the world don't advance to a point whereas any country you go Lagos, see more by toilets them all around the place. If we not get space for dig toilet or get toilets facility, let we get more by toilet. But we are not seeing that at the center of town. Now that make all of the drainages that they're now using it as a form of toilet. All them market two man they also in the toilet and the drainages and they use. Which I mean not healthy for the people. So me that has been my concern all year in year out. All of we mayors that they have not successful in that area when it comes to hygiene. Because if you see them Wilberforce Street, Shaka Stevens Street, Abacha, Free Street, Malamatomo Street, all of them places then those are in the use as toilet, not the drainages. So what's the way forward? Gentoo, what you refer to now, Gentoo ready for help Freetonians for delivery from these hygiene problems?
You don't see that in campaign. And I believe saying himself not talking due process. Okay? The other day we had a campaign program for Gentoo up for street, Nakisia, and he talked about that again and other programming that he will provide toilet for all the markets. Okay? Me, your concern could be when then toilets that they are maintained. These are flush toilets that they are maintained. If they get if the market woman then get for pay small things,
Then
okay,
we
like
get people
one
them. Then we
leo,
get young people that we go
you
to
know,
maintain.
for
Yeah.
for the maintenance of them.
No, it's not free.
So that
It's
it
not
will
gonna be
stay,
free.
so
Yeah.
that it will stay
Yeah, it's not gonna be
fresh
free.
and clean.
It's not gonna be
Okay,
free.
because just like you say, now the gutter then they use, and that is so unhygienic and filthy and so on that develop. So when you get somebody like that, when you talk about all that in it, then it also say they bring clean drinking water to every household in Freetown. It's been repeating that, and me a believer. Okay, when that cotton tree for us, take her for example.
Proactiveness.
Nobody no ask her. He put in resources into play for clear. You know the center of Freetown.
The traffic.
The traffic will be for hold up day. Because thank God he did around. Imagine if Nabi Akisoya would force a go one central government for and provide, Gentle went to work immediately. So these are the things we believe in. The streets of Freetown are so dilapidated. Circular Road, most of the streets, Kisi Road and all that. I believe, say, Gentle, like I say, come at the office for make money. Okay? So that is somebody we go really put in resources, even in personal resources, into this job where they go get for make Freetown be a modern capital city.
Well, me fumble them. We almost done the count to the tail end of the program this morning. Me and Mr. Tubaku Mexke, the CEO for Tobacco Broadcasting Service. And we get to tweet this morning in our studio, Mr. Raymond Bamidala Thompson, when a strong man at the Sierra Leone People's Party. And we talked around on several issues that get to do with the upcoming election and other political activities within the country. And we all know say a very serious man. And as I move go, we know say move with all seriousness and he get confidence in order he join. We all know say he don't decide to go and join the Sierra Leone People's Party. Me no say he not go there for nothing. He go there for providing own service for impact society because it's somebody when I go get her. And this morning, they don't talk to we lengthily and a lot of issues and don't come up. They don't able analyze some of their issues and they answer some of them questions and they were on the border people and both now the social media regard the electoral commissioner and in commissioners them because people then they say them for resign all anything and the issues and where they raise up say in commissioners and they for resign. It don't clarify the issues and they say most of the issues that were then raised in old water, even the lawsuits of and the APC and the Pmdc in old water as well because people they were then say for be appointed because you hold political public office. Now people when they run for offices, the MP, the councillors, either mayorship, or you want to become a president. These are things. These are positions the way they run for. But this man not run for position. He was appointed from one office to another office. It's like, when you appoint somebody, maybe Mfa Ali was appointed from the Electoral Commission and bring Akan as Chief Electoral Commission. So just like that. So that situation then they can happen. But ain't don't clarify. We they wait for the Supreme Court for the interpretation and see what's in the way forward. Well, Mr. Raymond Bamidala Thompson, we almost don't come to the tail end of the program. We're asking now for your last word. This not gonna be the last year. We'll go for the interview before the election. We go for go get in our studio for make it good able to give headlights. Me and my colleagues then we get for try for host you now one of the good governance program, Team Up for Salon. So at least we continue to get updates from you because we see say somebody where get a legal mind and you're always ready for talk to the public. So once again, waiting at your last word to we people them.
Well, to me people them, June 24th is just a few days away. Una get out and vote, and me go see all June for vote for President Bureau so that the work way don't start it will continue and make this country into a middle income country where all man go dey enjoy. If una look, just this week, the dollar don't go down. Okay? People them dey oh, the dollar they go up. It's very difficult for make you see something go up in this country begin go down back. So una just the look, make also people then stay away from violence. We don't election not to wah. Now jaw. Uda able for convince the people them for vote for now una for vote for. And una not listen to anybody. We tell una see they don't postpone the election. No way. The election is going on Saturday. Una come out. They want una not for come out, hoping that if una not come out solidly and vote for or come out and vote solidly for President Bill, that then go win. So there, una not listen to them. Una come out. Una come and vote, and una not listen to anybody who want bring some to una. Una stay, una just ignore them. Now the ballot box na for talk. Anybody will bring nonsense to you, go put them at police. There are laws against that in this country.
Well, time don't catch we. Thank you very much, Mr. Raymond Bamidala Thompson. We go invite you again in recent time, before the election, we go invite you for can talk to people then during the good governance program, team up for salon. And we get Boku in there for take up with you because the time now go permit we for raise up all the issues and then now because we get other programs them where we can run. And so once again, thank you very much for where you spent time for coming between our studio this morning for discuss on several issues that get to do with Mama Salon. Once again, thank you very much and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Alan, and thank you. Continue the good job what you do.
Thank you very much.